Hello everyone, myself Falguni Solanki. Welcome to our channel. Today we will learn a poem from book Flamingo. We have poem An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum about the poet Stephen Spender. His timing 1909 to 1995 was an English poet and an essayist. He left University College, Oxford without taking a degree and went to Berlin in 1930. Spender took a keen interest in politics and declared himself to be a socialist and pacifist. Books by Spender include poems of dedication, the edge of being, the creative element, the struggle of the modern, and an autobiography, World Within World. In an elementary school classroom is a slum. He has concentrated on themes of social injustice and class inequalities. As as in the beginning of the introduction of poet, there is a mentioning of that Stephen left the university college without taking degrees, and after then he thrown himself completely in literature, and especially this poem, An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum. He focus on the social injustice, how just because of social injustice and class inequalities, the deserving students, deserving children are not getting their rights. Let's see the introduction of the poem. In this poem, that Stephen Spender described the social injustice and class inequalities and which are prevailing in the society. In the poem, he also described the condition of the students of an elementary school which is situated in the slum area. Now, elementary school in classroom in slum itself indicates that there is something theme which completely based with the poverty below poverty line people. The poet wants to draw our attention towards these kids so that their life can be improved and they may get trained to become good citizens rather than criminals. So let's start poem. Before you read, we have question. Have you ever visited or seen an elementary school in a slum? What does it look like? Now poet asks a question to us, okay, whether we have ever visited this type of elementary school, yes or no. So most of students have answered like no. Elementary yani that our primary education, our essential, that basic education. And if you have visited this school, then what does it exactly look like? Now just imagine or create a picture in your mind that I have visited the school and this picture was like this and that. Now let's say start poem. Far, far from gusty waves, the children's faces, like rootless weeds, the hair torn round their pallor. The tall girl with her weighed down head, the paper seeming boy with rat's eyes, this stern, unlucky hair of twisted bones, reciting a father's canal disease, his lesson from his desk at the back of the dim class, one unnoted, sweet and young, his eyes live in a dream of squirrel's game in tree room other than this. So let's first of all see the first stanza of the poem. In the first stanza of the poem, poet start with the far from gusty waves. Gusty waves यानी कि breezy winds. These children faces, जो यहाँ पे जो बच्चों के faces हैं वो कुछ इस टाइप के, like poet says that children who study in this elementary school, especially which is set up in slum area, the faces of children are like gusty waves. कैसे like फ्रीजी विंड वहाँ पे पास हुई हो, उसका फेस जैसे कि बहुत लाइक बुरा हो गया हो, ऐसा उनके फेसेस हैं. like rootless weeds, the hair torn around the pallor. लाइक रूटलेस वीड्स, उनके जो हेयर है टॉर्न अराउंड द पैला, पैला यानी कि पेल और डल फेसेस. द टॉल गर्ल विथ हर वेन डाउन हेड, द पेपर सीमिंग बॉय, जो यहाँ पे बॉय है कैसा है, पेपर सीमिंग बॉय, एंड हीज आईज लाइक अ रैट्स आईज. द स्टर्न एंड अनलक्की हेयर, स्टर्न यानी कि नॉट फुल्ली ग्रोन ड्यू टू मेल न्यूट्रिशन, एंड अनलक्की हेयर, हेयर यानी कि दैट सक्सेसर of twisted bones, reflecting a father's nail disease. Father's nail disease यानी कि noted or rough condition of father. And यहाँ पे जो word था यहाँ paper seaming boy, it means also like a very thin boy. His lesson from his desk. Whose lesson? This twisted bones lesson. Twisted bones boy's lesson. At the back of the dim class, one unnoted, sweet and young. His eyes like a dream. जो एक अंदर लड़का है उनकी आई कैसे है, like a dream of squirrel's game, and in the 3 room other than this. Now here we have other words like rootless weeds. Weeds यानी कि that unwanted plants that grow on their ground. like हम लोगों ने कोई क्रॉप डाला है तो उनके साथ साथ हम लोगों को unwanted grass भी मिलेगी, is known as weeds. चलो वापस एक टाइम पूरे स्टैंजा को अंडरस्टैंड करते हैं. सो हियर द पोएट सेज दैट द फेसेस ऑफ चिल्ड्रन आर डल एंड विदाउट एनर्जी. जैसे कि वहाँ पे बहुत फास्ट में कोई ब्रीज पास हुई है, उसके बाद जो कंडीशन होती है लाइक आसपास के एरिया की, एग्जैक्टली उनके फेस पे ही 12 बजे हैं, कम्प्लीटली डल एंड विदाउट एनी एनर्जी. They are not full of energy like other kids of their age. उनके ही एज के जो बच्चे होंगे तो वो कैसे होंगे, like energetic, mischievous, but nothing like this in this elementary slum area school. And there these children are compared with unwanted weeds. Why they are compared with unwanted weeds? Like exactly when we grow some crop, we only focus on crop, we are interested with crop. Have we ever cared that weeds जो unwanted grass है उसको आपने कभी care की है? No, just cut it and throw it because it's not needy one for you. And then this writer also says, यानी कि poet also says that these children seem to be unwanted like the unwanted weeds which grow on their own in their fields. Their hair is not neatly done. Hair torn around their pallor. So their hair is also not neatly done. It falls on their pale faces as if they have been torn apart. जैसे कि उनके एक तो फेस पे ऑलरेडी 12 बजे हैं, ऊपर से उनके हेयर भी इतने रफली पैटेड हैं, तो जैसा कि लगता है लाइक उनको हेयर यहाँ वहाँ से कटे हुए हैं. देन their children are untidy. How you can say that they are untidy? Let's see, आगे हम लोग देखेंगे. They haven't combed their hair. Then he described a tall girl who seems to be burdened and by poverty. How we can say that the burden by poverty? Because his weighed down head. उनके मीन्स वो ऑलरेडी इतनी पोवर है, उसकी पोवर्टी की वजह से उसका वो हेड भी ऑलरेडी डाउन हो चुका है. यहाँ पे सिर्फ कंपैरिजन की गई है बाय दी राइटर. एंड उनका जो हेड है वो बैंड है. एक रीज़न ये भी है कि बिकॉज ऑफ टायर्डनेस और सेमफुलनेस. There is also another boy and he looks like a paper seaming boy. Why he look like a paper seaming boy? Because he is so weak and thin that exactly compared with the sheet of paper. जैसे कि sheet of paper होता है वो भी इतना पतला सा है, क्योंकि रीज़न क्या है? मेल न्यूट्रिशन. पूरा उनको खाना नहीं मिलता, और जो मिलता है वो भी उसमें भी कोई न्यूट्रिशन कम ही होता है. And that boy also reflect the greed and he wants to achieve everything in his life. He also want to achieve in his life. And the boy is also physical, the description of boy is also here, and the boy is also physically disabled. Okay, his rat's eyes. And The poet also said that this boy is unlucky because he inherited a disease from his father. Disease from his father, due to which he has a deformed body. यहाँ पे लिख दिया गया है like rat's eyes, stun, unlucky hair of twisted bones. ये सारे जो डिजीज़ है वो उसको कहाँ से मिले हैं, उसके फादर के पास से उसको पास ऑन हुए हैं. बट instead of getting any facilities from his father, and he had received a disease inherited from his father, this boy is sitting on his bench and reciting his lesson. Why? Because देखो यहाँ पे दिया गया है, back of the dim class on one noted sweet and young, his eyes live in a dream, because rather he has disabled person, but he has a dream. And there was also a small boy who was not visible to the poet as he was sitting in the dark room. dim class कहा गया है ना, तो वो एक another boy है, वो वहाँ पे बैठा हुआ है डार्क रूम में, यानी कि डार्क साइड पे, जो पोएट को इजीली विजिबल भी नहीं है. फिर भी the poet could see him eyes which were bright, full of dreams, and he has full dreams to be being a noble man, or he wants to be something, and no one paying attention towards him. And the boy also behaved that as if he was rather interested in playing with squirrels than that ट्री हाउस, जहाँ पे जो नियर बाय जो ट्री है वहाँ पे जो एक बर्ड है, यानी कि उसके साथ वो बिजी है खेलने में, वो भी क्लास में कुछ ज़्यादा इंटरेस्टेड नहीं है. So this one is the our first stanza. Now let's see next one. On so cream walls, donation Shakespeare's had, cloudless and at dawn, civilized dome, writing all cities, Belle, Flory, Tyrol's valley, open-handed map, awarding the world its world, and yet, for these children, this window's not thin map, their world, where all their futures painted with a fog. So, here यहाँ तक देख लेते हैं वापस. On sour cream walls, so यानी कि unpleasant और here हम लोग कह सकते हैं like off cream or off white color, creamy color. And donation it means the things given or received as a charity. And dawn यानी कि early morning time. Civilized doom it means the rising sun at the horizontal, which is the shape of the dome, यानी कि semicircle जैसा है. And Tyrol's valley it means a beautiful ice free valley in Austria. And the open-handed map awarding the world its world, and yet these children, this windows not this map, their world where all their futures painted with the fog. अब पूरा stanza का explanation देखते हैं. The poet want to describe here that the walls of the school is like creamy walls, यानी cream color की है wall, and this means that the walls are not clean. डेफिनेटली क्लीन नहीं है, मतलब उसका जो कलर है एग्जैक्ट कलर था वो चेंज हो गया है. एंड दे हैव बीन नॉट पेंटेड रिसेंटली और फ्रॉम लास्ट फ्यू ईयर्स, बिकॉज आफ्टर ऑल दे बिलोंग्स टू स्लम एरिया स्कूल. एंड द वॉल्स आर कवर्ड विद डिफरेंट चार्ट्स एंड इमेजेस that must have been donated by different people. डोनेशंस यहाँ पे क्रीम वॉल्स एंड डोनेशन यहाँ पे मतलब दिया गया है कि डोनेशन से उनको जो भी चीज़ें मिली है लाइक चार्ट्स एंड दैट TLM जो भी कुछ है टीचिंग लर्निंग एड्स वॉट एवर दे हैड ओनली इट्स फ्रॉम द डोनेशन यानी कि चैरिटी गिवन बाय सम पीपल. एंड देयर इज़ अ पिक्चर ऑफ शेक्सपियर्स हेड यानी कि पिक्चर ऑफ शेक्सपियर ऑन द वॉल एंड इज शेक्सपियर्स हेड विच इज बाल्ड लुक्स लाइक अ राइजिंग सन एट द हॉरिजन. यहाँ पे एक कंपेरिजन की गई है. एट द टाइम ऑफ डे ब्रेक, जो अर्ली मॉर्निंग टाइम, द सन इज राइजिंग एट द हॉरिजन एंड इट्स सेमी सर्कुलर लाइक अ डोम शेप. यहाँ पे दिया गया इट्स अर्ली मॉर्निंग टाइम दैट सिविलाइज डोम यानी कि सेमी सर्कल डोम इट्स राइडिंग ऑल सिटीज़, यानी कि जब भी मॉर्निंग टाइम होता है जब पूरी सिटीज़ का वेकअप टाइम होता है, जिस टाइम का डे ब्रेक टाइम है, उस टाइम को यहाँ पर डिस्क्राइब किया गया है. It seemed to be behind all the cities. There is a picture of famous Tralles Valley. यहाँ पे एक ऑल भी है, एक पिक्चर वैली का है. जो ये वैली है वो कम्प्लीटली ब्यूटीफुल फ्लावरी वैली है. दिस इज द इमेज ऑफ मैप विच हेल्प ऑल इन इट्स ओन वे, दैट ओपन हैंडेड मैप. And but for these children, the map of the world is completely irrelevant, because the slum where they live, there is no connection with the world. Even they are not aware of the anything about outside of that slum area. So the map is also unuseful for them. The world is only what they sees around him. The outside world is none for them. So here the window of the classroom, the slum, their future is full of darkness, and the future is compared to here the where all these futures painted with a fog. Here the future of the children compared with the fog, yani ki with darkness. There is no bright future for them, because they are completely unaware about the outside world, and if they are only the slum area is their world, and this is completely impossible that they can achieve something the area from where they are living right now. Now let's see the remaining poem. And in this, a narrow street sealed in with a lead sky, far far from rivers, capes and stars of words. So here that लीड यानी कि डार्क फ्यूचर ऑफ किड्स, यहाँ पे जो डेट का मतलब लिया गया है डार्क फ्यूचर ऑफ किड्स. एंड सील्ड यानी कि सच और लॉक्ड. एंड कैप्सिस इट मीन्स लार्ज पीसेस ऑफ लैंड दैट स्टिक्स आउट इन टू द सी फ्रॉम द कोस्ट. सो यहाँ पे पोएट आगे कंपेयर करते हैं उनको कि जो उनकी लाइफ है, द लाइफ इज कम्प्लीटली लाइक ए नैरो स्ट्रीट, विच मीन्स दैट देयर इज नो वाइड स्पेस फॉर देम टू प्ले इवन फॉर देयर फ्यूचर ग्रोथ. And these children are far far away from the radiant light of knowledge and education, because in slum area they are not getting enough education and proper education. So definitely the future growth is they are deprived from their future growth. Now in the third para and the third stanza, surely Shakespeare is wicked, the map of a bad example, with seeps and sun and love tempting them to steal. For lives that slyly churn in their cramped hole, from fog to endless night. On their slag heap, these children wear skins peeped through by bones and spectacles of steel, with mended glass like bottle beads on stones. All of that time and space are foggy slum. So blot their maps with slums as big as dome. Now whenever we read this line, it's like terrifying for us that how can someone live like this without education. Even our parents try to get us a proper education, but few of us behave like we don't care. But students, it's time to care for our education, because if we are not getting enough education and proper education, then definitely our future will be in danger. So surely Shakespeare is wicked. Wicked, it means evil. This map a bad example. And the wit seeps in sun, the love tempting yani ki pursued them to steal, but sillily yani ki trickily turn in their cramped yani ki confine holes from the fog of endless night. On their slag yani ki weak heap, these children wear skins peeped through by bones and spectacles of steel, with the mended glass, mended yani ki repaired glass, like bottles lids of stones, and all of that time space or a foggy slum. The blot yani ki that mark with spot, and this doom यानी कि डिज़ास्टर. सो यहाँ पे पोएट बोल रहे हैं कि पोएट सेज दैट दिस चिल्ड्रन लिविंग इन द स्लम एरियाज हैव फेस सो मेनी हार्डशिप्स यानी कि डिफ़िकल्टीज that they feel every other person to be their enemy. Definitely, if you are living in a harsh condition, you are struggling with something, and you meet different people, every next person is an enemy for you, because they are the person whom you meet. They are the most obstacle creator that you hate them. And for them, Shakespeare is an evil man. Why evil man? Because they don't find the map to be a good thing. उनको जो मैप मिला है पूरा वो like they are not getting the enough thing from them. They were never liked or loved by anyone. Everyone behave with them like unwanted children, unwanted kids. Even their parents uh, do not care for them. They are just free to live their life by their own, and therefore they hate almost everyone. And the desire of being loved by someone, they want that someone definitely love them, give respect to them. And this desire of this, they force to steal all these things. What steal these things? They live in a small homes and they have started existing to it. Their life is going towards the endless night. Endless night यानी कि जहाँ पे वो लोग जी रहे हैं उनको पास एक प्रॉपर कुछ है ही नहीं. नो बेसिक नीड्स लाइक रोटी कपड़ा और मकान, उनको वो भी पूरा नहीं मिलता. This means the poet says that the future is completely in darkness, and due to that darkness, these kids are so thin that one can easily say that their bones, easily count their bones, and through that layer of skin. The skin is like the thin layer of cloth, and bones beneath the visible through the skin. Why all this? Because their children's, these kids are suffering from malnutrition, and due to that they are not getting enough food, and they are not getting enough food means there is no fat on their body, only there is a skin, only there is a layer of thinness, and one can easily count there or see their bones. They wear spectacles which made of steel. They are cheap and very uncomfortable. That's why they are not able to concentrate on or read their study material nicely and properly. Even the lenses of the spectacles are mended glass, यानी कि repaired. They don't have any proper money to buy the new spectacles, a new pair of spectacles. And the spectacles look like stones, bottle bits of stones, यानी कि look like the stones which have been repaired with pieces of glass sticking out of them. Here the poet tries to explain that all the kids, whatever they are getting, they are living in a hard life, and all the time and space are foggy slum. Foggy slum यानी कि their slums are getting bigger. They are not reducing. No one is there to reduce their fate, but everyone is there to create a more trouble, more hardship for them in their life. And all of the children's future is completely in a dark condition, and almost is a destroying time of the future, because the kids time, like childhood time, is a time when you can create your future, but here there is a almost the end of their future. And with slums as big as doom. और यहाँ पे जो उनका डूम यानी कि एज मिडल डिज़ास्टर, उनका जो पूरा स्लम एरिया है वो कम्प्लीटली बहुत डिफ़िकल्ट टाइम से जा रहा है, तो कम्प्लीट उसकी लाइफ की ये डिज़ास्टर टाइम है. And now last one, now you can see that here that school, slum school, the condition of the school in the picture. Unless governor, inspector, visitor, this map becomes their window, and these windows that shut upon their lives like catacombs break open till they break in the town, and so the children to Greenfield and make their world run azure on gold sands, and let their tongues run naked into books, the white and green leaves open history there whose language is the sun. So यहाँ पे unless the government, inspector and visitor, यहाँ पे वर्ड आपको दिया है catacombs. Catacomb, it means you can also see that catacombs यानी कि long underground gallery with excavations in its sites for tombs and the names of catacombs before the 17th century was applied to the subterranean cemeteries near Rome. देखिए इन शॉर्ट यहाँ पे सीमेंट्री की बात की गई है. अजर यानी कि दैट डीप ब्लू कलर. Now let's see the poet's point of view. The poet want to say that the government should take notice of the schools. They should arrange the inspection and they should also visit the school time by time to give the proper facilities to these slum kids and even to notice and hear their problems, what type of problems they are facing. The poet also wants from the government that they should change the lifestyle of these kids, these slummery kids, and also make them become their window, यानी कि also put the real world in front of them out of their map window. And there is a need of break the restrictions which are put on them. That here the word is that like if they are living in the poverty area, the lack of resources, there must be some restriction for them. You cannot behave like this and that. We have to, यानी कि some visitor appointed by the government is their responsibility to look after them. And there is need to break the restriction which are put on them due to poverty and lack of resources. The also poet wants that the governor and pupil to help these kids in achieving their dreams. After all, they have also something in their mind. As and sows the children to green fields and make their world. यानी कि उनका भी like वो हक है. They also want their right as to see the bright future out from that darkness. And the poet also said that the kids experience the sense and the beauty of nature. They can also feel all these things, and they also lead to desire of gaining knowledge of the natural element, gaining knowledge of the world map. They are also free to move on that white and green leaves. Their white leaves depict books and ग्रीन लीव्स डिपिक्ट नेचर. यहाँ पे जो वाइट एंड ग्रीन लीव्स कहा गया है, तो वाइट मीन्स क्या है यहाँ पे उनकी बुक्स है और ग्रीन मीन्स क्या है नेचर. दे हैव राइट टू सी बोथ वाइट एंड ग्रीन कलर ऑफ देयर लाइफ, एंड दिस विल देन द रिजल्ट इन देयर प्रोग्रेस द हिस्ट्री देयर हुज लैंग्वेज इज द सन. तो वो खुद की फ्यूचर ब्राइट करेंगे, खुद की लाइफ बनाएंगे. एंड द इन फ्यूचर जस्ट this happen, then definitely they are getting progress in their future and they will be able to paint a bright future for themselves, because with the proper education, proper guideline, definitely they will aware about the rights and the importance of education in their life. So students, that is the end of our poem. I hope you are clear with the elementary school in slum. Okay, keep watching our channel and thank you so much.